Welcome back to the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, and it's fitting that today, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, and this is the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. I find that to be very interesting, so a big hello out there to Di and Gary Ireland, sponsors of the show. We appreciate that. A little shameless plug there, but why not? They do a great job for us. We appreciate it. How about this, Chris? We have Colonel Slade throwing a little shade at the Steelers. He says this on Twitter: the Steelers may have to surpass the brilliance of the 1974 draft to have a chance this year. That draft will never be duplicated. At least I don't think so. But, I mean, that pretty much sums up what they got to do. They got to have a great draft. Yeah, they got to have a great draft.
I mean, they had Claypool make a big impact last year. They had Highsmith make a significant but not like huge impact. It was more because he had to. And then they had Dotson play really well last year when he was given a chance, I thought, by and large. And then they just said, you know what, we're going to go with the veteran again here and, not be able to run the ball at all or even have a threat of it or a mean guy. So they had 2.5 pretty useful players in terms of what they got last year. They need like 4 this year. I'm not kidding. They need 4 draft picks probably to step in and play
hopefully 2 of them on the offensive
roles.
line, too. They need two of those guys to move right in like Dotson did, and all of a sudden they may change.
Yeah, people ask me why I'm so pessimistic. Why are you being such a hater? When you need that much of a draft class to not just be solid, but be pretty good, and that's a huge part of what you have your hopes pinned on, that is just not a sustainable or particularly encouraging recipe that you're cooking up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just you want to have more proven commodities in place.
Yeah, but that's the part of, kicking it down the road, trying to win. The failings of the Steelers, not that they engaged in this plan of kicking it down the road, giving the money to the guys and building up a team, but it was they never capitalized on the opportunities in the playoffs, and they had many of them at home. And that's the thing that was really, if they had won more, if they'd gotten to a championship, won another Super Bowl, you would have said, okay, this makes sense. And now it's time that things change, and you have to go through some of the down periods. Let's go to Jay in Easton, who joins us right now. Chris, what's up, Jay? How you doing?
Good, Bob. Thanks. How are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
Good. Hey, just it was Pit Pro Day today. I don't know, saw Twyman, how he put up more reps than Aaron Donald, and you got Paris Ford. Just curious what you guys think about their chances in the draft coming up.
I think Jalen Twyman's going to be a stud. I mean, based on everything you see when he plays. Now, he opted out this year, Chris. Do you think that at all affects how people may look at him a year removed from football? I don't think it does, but some people do.
I didn't love that he ran a 5.5.
Yeah.
I know the 40 for a defensive lineman, you don't think about it as a big deal, but I would think of that as at least something of a measure of explosiveness. Outside of the bench press, he did not have good numbers. Now, I know that doesn't make like a good pro or a bad pro. Same thing with Paris Ford, a 4.9 40. That's going to be tough to look at if you're a team. He had a slower cone drill than Jimmy Morrissey did, Paris Ford. Listen, I would love, because I'm a Pitt fan, I would love to put these numbers in a positive light, but they're going to have to hope, especially Paris Ford, I think, that teams looking at him are looking mostly at the game tape and not at the numbers he put up today.
Yeah, well, game tape matters. It really does. Real quick, something else that matters is when you score 50 points in an NBA game by shooting only 20 times. And Damian Lillard did that last night, Chris. I don't know if you saw it. I watched the end of that game, man. That guy is very, very smooth, especially late in the game when they need him. But, I mean, 50 points with 20 shots, that's unheard of.
It was also Fred VanVleet had a game like that this year, just an insane game where he was unbelievable. I think Jamal Murray's had a couple of those too, just remarkably efficient performances. The NBA rules, these guys are awesome. Woohoo!
And on that note, we bid you adieu for the night. Chris, thanks. We'll see you again next week. In the meantime, we'll see you back here tomorrow. 10:35, same time. Call us. I'd love to hear from you right here on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Happy St. Patrick's Day.